Guys who got told no during a failed marriage proposal. What happened afterwards?
I can tell you what happens when you propose and she isn't feeling it but says yes anyway because of social pressure. Very awkward, sad time until you finally have the talk you should have had before proposing. My 7th grade teacher brought his girlfriend to school to propose to her in front of our entire class and she said no. It was the topic of discussion almost every day that year. NBS he ended up moving schools at the end of the year.
We'd been joking around about it for months. I'd ask sarcastically in the most unromantic way.
She'd say no, we'd laugh and move on with our day.
I'd apparently conditioned her so well that when I asked for real, she flippantly turned me down, and everyone around me either gasped or got this real, awkward look on their face.
She changed her tune shit quick when she actually looked and saw me holding the ring. We've been married 17 years now. Good times. My mom's boyfriend proposed to her 3 months into dating.
She was 40, had one disastrous marriage and subsequent divorce under her belt by that time, and felt like it was too soon in the relationship to be talking marriage.
He accepted her no, but said he wouldn't ask again, and he hasn't. They've been together 25+ years now and never married.
You just have to hug her and high-five her several times over, and ask again. Works like charm in The Sims.
I proposed to my girlfriend at a family gathering, and she said no. It was a tough moment for both of us, but we sat down and had a long, honest conversation about our relationship. We realized that we had been drifting apart for a while and that the proposal brought those issues to the surface. We decided to break up and focus on our own personal growth. It was painful at the time, but looking back, it was the right decision for both of us. She was graduating with her master's, I still had 2 years left for my PhD. I floated the idea privately. She said, "If you ask me formally, I will say yes. But if you really love me, give me a year to prove to myself that I can live on my own." I said, "No problem." She moved to her job, down in New Jersey. Next I heard of her, she was engaged to another guy the first knew. I took that as another bullet dodged, another life lesson learned. I realized 10 seconds later that she actually said, "You know I will." And she's just really quiet when she talks. She told me, "No, but wait a while and ask again and I think it will be yes."
We're still married.
I had a foreign student at my university,
I'd only spoken to on the phone a few times, and whom I'd never met call my father on Christmas morning of my freshman year.
He asked my dad for my hand in marriage.
They talked for ages, and my stupid father said yes.
He was so out of touch with my life, he assumed the guy was my boyfriend.
My dad thought I'd be thrilled, the idiot. Technically she said yes. But then we went to surprise her family with the good news and her parents immediately told us to break it off.
She was not going to spend her entire remaining life with a black man. We just broke up and moved on. I found a way better girl from a non-racist family. We're married with 3 kids now and doing great. Ex is a drug addict in Kentucky, but at least she's married to a white man.
Living paycheck to paycheck.
Was with a girl for a couple years. I started talking about getting married. She was up for it but kinda distant about it. I take her out ring shopping and she breaks down.
Tells me she can't marry me.
I was really confused. I thought things were going great.
Turns out I was just the guy taking care of her until her ex gets out of prison.
I paid for her schooling, helped her get off drugs. We were looking at houses.
I thought we were making a life together.
She left me not long after that. He got out of prison a few months later. She went back to stripping. I ran into them a few times. I guess she's happy. Proposed to her at 22. She said no. We stayed friendly while life took us on different paths.
About 25 years later, we got married. I said yes, but then the next day had the ring back 'cause I got cold feet. Then I realized I was wrong to give it back, and thankfully he gave it back to me a week later.
This was 43 years ago and we're still going strong.
My first wife asked me, much to my surprise.
We were married 32 years until she fulfilled her vows.